Have you ever wondered if we're truly alone in the universe or if there are otherworldly creatures lurking just beyond our perception? It's a question that's been asked time and time again, echoing through the ages. Let's take a moment to step back, way back, to a time when our world was a mystery, a place filled with magic and wonder, where ancient civilizations held strong beliefs about supernatural beings. In the cradle of Western civilization, the Greeks spun tales of gods and goddesses, beings of immense power and influence, who could control the elements, the ebb and flow of human fate, even time itself. They lived high above, on the mythical Mount Olympus, ever watchful, ever present. And then there was ancient Egypt, a civilization that lived in awe of deities who took on fascinating forms. Anubis, the jackal-headed god of death, Osiris, the green-skinned god of the underworld, and Ra, the sun god, a falcon-headed deity who rode the sky in a solar bark, were but a few of these awe-inspiring entities, not forgetting the Celts, who held a pantheon of spirits and gods, each associated with elements of the natural world. There were water spirits, forest spirits, spirits of the air, and many more, each possessing powers and abilities far beyond our human comprehension. These beings, these otherworldly creatures, were an integral part of these ancient civilizations. They were seen as part of the natural order, as real and as tangible as the air we breathe, the ground beneath our feet. They were part of the explanation for the unexplainable, for the mysteries that surrounded our ancestors. But as we evolved, so did our understanding and perception of these entities. Our ancestors' beliefs were transformed, shaped, and refined into the folklore and mythologies we know today. These stories, these creatures, these gods and spirits, they've left a legacy, a rich tapestry of tales that continue to captivate us, to make us question. Are we truly alone in the universe, or are there otherworldly creatures lurking just beyond our perception? This is a question that continues to haunt us, to intrigue us. So let's delve deeper, let's journey into the unknown. As humanity evolved, so did our understanding and perception of these entities, shaping the folklore and mythologies we know today. The medieval era introduced a darker perspective to these otherworldly beings. This period, steeped in superstition and governed by the iron fist of religion, painted a far more sinister image of supernatural entities. Demons, witches, and the terrifying concept of hell took center stage in the narrative of the supernatural. The influence of religion on the depiction of these entities cannot be overstated. The Bible, with its tales of demonic possession, witchcraft, and eternal damnation, had a profound effect on the medieval mindset. Demons were no longer just mischievous sprites, but malevolent beings intent on leading mankind astray. They were imagined as grotesque, horned beasts, often depicted in art with terrifying detail. Witches, too, underwent a significant transformation. Once revered as wise women or healers, they were now seen as devil-worshipping heretics. The fear of witches was so pervasive that it led to witch hunts and trials, a dark chapter in our history fueled by fear and misunderstanding. And then there was the concept of hell, the ultimate punishment for sinners, a place of eternal torment, ruled by the devil himself. This fear of eternal damnation was a powerful tool used by the church to maintain control and obedience. These supernatural entities were also used to explain unexplainable phenomena. A crop failure, a sudden illness, or an unexpected death could all be blamed on demonic interference or witchcraft. It was easier to fear a tangible monster than the abstract concept of chance or fate. Our fear of the unknown kept these creatures alive in our stories, looming in the shadows. They served as reminders of the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness and the dangers that lurked beyond the boundaries of our understanding. And so the medieval monstrosities were born, a product of our deepest fears and darkest imaginations. In the modern era, our otherworldly creatures have taken on a new form. They don't lurk in the shadows of forests or hide beneath the waves of seas anymore. Instead, they've evolved, adapting to our ever-advancing civilization and emerging from the most unexpected places. Take, for instance, the popular creature known as Bigfoot. This elusive giant, a creature that supposedly walks among us, has gone from being a myth whispered among hikers and campers to a phenomenon thanks to the advent of technology. Grainy footage, blurry photos, and first-hand accounts have all contributed to the mystery surrounding this modern monster. Then, there are the aliens, beings from other planets. The concept of extraterrestrial life has been around for centuries, but it's in the modern era that this idea has truly taken flight. With advancements in space exploration and our growing understanding of the cosmos, the concept of alien life forms has shifted from the realm of fantasy to a scientific possibility. And who could forget about the Loch Ness Monster? Nestled in the depths of a Scottish lake, this aquatic beast has captured the imagination of the world. Despite numerous expeditions and countless hours of footage, Nessie, as she's affectionately called, remains elusive, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. But let's not forget the impact of technology. It's not just about capturing these creatures on film or in photos. The internet has allowed stories, sightings, and theories to spread at an unprecedented rate, adding fuel to the fire of our collective curiosity. These modern monsters, in all their varied forms, represent our enduring fascination with the unknown. They encapsulate our fears, our hopes, and our insatiable desire to explore, to understand, and to believe in something beyond our comprehension. Even with all our progress, the question remains, are we truly alone? Reports of encounters with these beings continue to surface, blurring the line between reality and imagination. They appear in the most unexpected of places, from the densest of forests to the quietest of suburban neighborhoods, leaving us questioning the nature of our own reality. Take, for instance, the tale of the Goat Man of Maryland. This half-man, half-goat creature has been spotted lurking in the woods, reportedly attacking cars with an axe. The story has become so embedded in local lore that it's almost impossible to separate fact from fiction. Then there's the infamous Mothman of West Virginia. First sighted in the late 60s, this red-eyed winged creature was said to bring with it disaster and doom. The collapse of the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant, which resulted in the tragic loss of 46 lives, was attributed to this ominous creature by many. And who could forget Scotland's very own Loch Ness Monster? Nessie, as she's affectionately known, has been a staple of Scottish folklore for decades. With countless sightings and even photographic evidence, the debate over her existence continues to this day. Over in New Jersey, the legend of the Jersey Devil has been part of the state's mythology for over 250 years. Described as a kangaroo-like creature with the face of a horse, bat-like wings, horns, and a forked tail, it's said to lurk in the Pine Barrens, striking fear into the hearts of those who dare to venture into its territory. These sightings and stories, while often dismissed as mere folklore or the results of overactive imaginations, have a profound influence on our culture. They feed our fascination with the unknown, our desire to believe in something beyond our understanding. They give us a reason to gather around the fire and share tales that send shivers down our spines. These stories, whether true or false, keep the existence of otherworldly creatures alive in our collective consciousness. The belief in otherworldly creatures has been a part of human culture since the dawn of civilization. This statement brings us full circle, back to the beginning of our journey. We started with the unknown, ancient cultures and their tales of celestial beings, demons, and monsters that lurked in the shadows. These stories are as old as humanity itself, an intrinsic part of our collective consciousness. They are the echoes of our primal fears and our innate curiosity about the world around us. We then moved on to the Middle Ages, where the concept of otherworldly creatures took on a more tangible form. Creatures of myth and legend, like dragons, unicorns, and sea monsters, were believed to roam the earth, the skies, and the oceans. These medieval monstrosities were not just figments of the imagination, they were a part of everyday life, woven into the fabric of society, their existence taken for granted. In modern times, the image of otherworldly creatures has evolved yet again. Now they come in the form of aliens, interdimensional beings, and cryptids like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. These modern monsters, while not universally accepted as real, have a significant following. They are the subjects of countless books, movies, and TV shows, and they continue to intrigue and terrify us in equal measure. Throughout our journey, we've heard sightings and stories from people who claim to have encountered these otherworldly creatures. These personal experiences, whether fact or fiction, serve to fuel our fascination with the unknown and the unexplained. Whether it's ancient demons, medieval monsters, or modern aliens, our enduring belief in otherworldly creatures is a testament to our fascination with the unknown. They represent the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding, the uncharted territories that exist at the edge of our reality. Whether they exist or not, otherworldly creatures serve as a reminder of the mysteries that still remain in our universe. They challenge us to question, to explore, to seek out the truth. And in doing so, they keep the spirit of discovery alive. They remind us that there is always more to learn, always more to uncover. The universe is full of wonders, and perhaps, just perhaps, it is also full of otherworldly creatures.